I remember the first thing I ever learned was never send a client something that you're not sure on or that you don't like, because that is the choice they will pick. That is the route that they will choose to go down, and you will sit and have to work on that for 3 months and think, oh my God, I have now got to work on this thing that I hate, and I just I'm not really feeling, And I think with me, when I do pitches, I'll make them look in a way where I'll design them to a point where when I'm going through it, I'll think, I'm happy with this. I want to present this. I want to show people this. So I find my designs are quite easy to talk about because they always have a meaning. And I don't think you always need to have a meaning to do something, but I do think when it comes to pitching and when you're dealing with some people who find it very difficult to, like corporate clients can find it very difficult to visualize things, you need to be able to stand up and kind of talk through your ideas, and you need to genuinely understand them. So when it comes to pitching, I'm always nervous, but I do find it very exciting as well. And, sometimes it's positive and sometimes it's negative. And I find that I just go in and be myself and kind of give a bit of my own personality off and hope for the best. But I believe in what I do, so I think that really, really helps.
I think at the beginning there was this sort of fear of just offering graphic design that's not being enough. And then very slowly you realize that it's okay, you have specific skills that you own, and you get really good at what you're doing, and it's okay to just do that, and you don't have to just necessarily go and be like, oh no, I can also potentially do this or potentially do this. I think the first thing was the fear of not getting enough projects, or maybe not getting the projects I was really, really interested in. So it was a case of reshaping my portfolio, rethinking my approach, and being as well able to confidently talk to people about what I was doing and not being sort of intimidated.
So some very important ideas that I really like now came into my head. For example, the idea of thinking through making, which I think is really important. So you don't have like a goal in terms of a visual expression or anything. So when you start a project, you don't know what you're going to get in the end. No preconceived ideas or anything, because that kind of process and working always brings you to the same spot. If you can imagine in the beginning what you're going to get in the end, I don't think that's really a way to go forward and become a better designer and better at the stuff you're working. So I try to start every project now with no preconceived ideas and just let the process of working and thinking guide me through the project which I'm working on.
I enjoy using colour. I enjoy experimenting with typography. So sometimes I'll create a layout and then as my sort of like base, and then I'll take elements from that layout and pull everything out. So whether that's like introducing some graphic line, introducing shape and colour, or developing the typography to make it look like a little bit more tailored towards the project. I think it's quite hard to say exactly what your style is, because I think if you were really aware of your style, it wouldn't be like a sort of subconscious sort of thing, like your eye that you just have. It would be something that you're deliberately trying to do. So I like to think that it's more of like a feeling that I just have, like when I'm working on a project. If I get a specific client, I usually get really excited about all of my projects because people come to me because of my style. So therefore I know that they're open and willing to kind of look at, like whatever I deliver in a way that would suit them but also has my aesthetic brought into it.